It is. It is a rough morning. The couple I stayed with last night was so lovely. She let me like stay at their house for a little bit because they had a generator when the power was out, so I could charge my stuff. And then she ended up letting me stay the night as well, and they were so nice. And then in the middle of the night, I got violently sick. And I feel like crap. And I thought I was doing better, and then I got sick again, and they're so hospitable, but I don't want to infect them with whatever it is that I have. I have a flu or a norovirus, or I don't think it's food poisoning, or something from the water. I don't know, but whatever it is, I don't want to give it to them. So as soon as I could, I left and came here to the outdoors, this lovely Chester Park, and I'm gonna see if it is done or if I need to stay in a hotel tonight in Chester. I'm hoping it's passing, like a 12-hour bug kind of thing. Got my electrolytes, and the only thing that I can eat right now is chips. I got a room for tonight, and they were so nice. They cleaned the room so fast. For me, the first one, it's 10 a.m. They are so nice here. I'm staying at the Antlers Inn, and they got my room ready so fast and gave me a discount, so I get to just fall asleep for the rest of the day, and it's only 10 a.m. Okay, it's been about 30 hours since I first got sick, and yesterday was really rough. I had the extreme muscle weakness and the shivers and the overheating sweats and just feeling super weak and really out of it. But this hotel room was exactly what I needed. I came here at 10 a.m. and then I slept for about 20 hours. And now I'm feeling not recovered, but a lot better than I was yesterday. Yeah, no more symptoms, just a lot of leftover weakness, and I just feel really achy. And I still haven't eaten anything, I think, but I'm getting hungry again, so I think I can go eat something and resupply, and then I'm hoping to hike out today. Take it slow, take it easy, but just get moving again. I'm outside the holiday market. I just got my resupply. This one was a little harder than usual, and I'm not sure if I did a good job on it. I still don't really feel like eating anything, and I tried to get things that I thought I might want to eat. I got some fresh stuff because that's sounding kind of okay, like a bland cucumber, carrots. This is a little aggressive, cheese, but we'll see. An apple sounds okay. Just rice, plain oatmeal, some miso soup style ramens. This is a little aggressive as well, like sweetened dried fruit crisps and figs, but hopefully I'll get there. Some raisins. This stuff I think will be okay. Salty edamame and salty pumpkin seeds and some really grainy seeds, and then just plain tortillas. I didn't even get anything to put on them because I don't think I'll be able to eat it. And then this is what I got to eat for now. Watermelon I can do. I tried that. The croissants are a little aggressive, and then some electrolytes. All right, I am back at the PCT. I got a hitch from a lovely person. I did disclose that I had norovirus a couple days before, and I washed my hands super well and wore a mask in their car, and they were chill with it. And now I'm back on trail hoping that I can hike. My stomach's a little queasy. I wasn't able to finish the croissants at all, so I'm not sure if I have enough calories to do this, but I'm hoping that walking will make me hungry, and then being hungry will make me able to eat food. That's the plan. Okay, I am back on trail. I'm back hiking. I still feel pretty weak. My muscles are a bit achy and sore, but it does feel really good to be outdoors in the fresh air and to be moving. So it's just going to be a matter of going from weakness back up to strength, which is something that I know how to do really well. So I'm not too worried about it. Just need a few days, going slow, taking it easy, listening to my body, and I'll be right back at it. Also, my best guess for what I have is norovirus, because it's fairly common around this section of trail. I didn't get it in Chester. I think I got it maybe a few days before that. It can come from a polluted water source. This is why you have to go to the bathroom away from water sources, because if you are infected and you do that, you can get other people infected, because our water filters don't filter out norovirus. They filter out Giardia, but not noro. And this is kind of gross, but you can also get it from using the same bathroom as someone else who has had noro. And so that's kind of my guess. Maybe a few days ago, that's what happened. Because Birdie and I were talking. Birdie's now like 2 days ahead of me. And we did almost everything together for the last few days. And I got it and she didn't. And there's just not very many things that we did differently. Anyways, I'm not interested in playing the blame game of where I got it, at least not when I have a data point of 1 and there's no actual way to figure it out. But it's strange because I really had no symptoms for a while. Some minor, very, very minor stuff that I chalked up to the hiker junk food diet. But I was feeling great, amazing when I got into Chester. Otherwise, I never would have accepted the invitation to stay at this lovely couple's house. I just feel so bad for bringing that kind of illness into their home. I just woke up at 1 a.m. It just hit me like a ton of bricks all of a sudden. I had no idea it was coming. And of course, they were just so kind about it. I still feel bad. Anyways, I have now picked up some Aquamira, which will it's a chemical water treatment that can combat noro. And then I also picked up some soap, Dr. Bronner's. I think that's good enough. Because hand sanitizer also doesn't work on noro. So the two things that we customarily use don't work on noro. Some live trees. It is break number 2. I'm finally feeling a little bit more able to eat. Right now, the only things that are tasting good is fresh food that is mostly made out of water. So I had my cucumber at the trailhead. I can do this. I can do my my tortilla chips, and then hopefully the rest of my food will become appealing later on. This be where I camped last time? This looks like a nice site though. I remember being somewhere not great. Maybe this was it in here. I'm really close to Lassen Peak now. It is the rare donut pine cone. A dessert for the squirrels if they can find one. There's a lot of those metal diamonds on the trees in this section in Northern California. I think think they might have used to been blazes, or maybe they've always been blank. I don't know, but they've become sort of a message board between the hikers to write whatever they want. Is that a deer? So I had this ginger sesame seasoning from a little while ago, and I figured it would make a nice broth that I could soak my pre-cooked rice in. And it's not very good, actually, but it's at least bland enough that I can eat it. So that's working okay. And then the carrots are actually really nice right now. All right, new experiment is the rice and then my old standby, the miso soup, and then let it soak for like an hour. So I just got water from the Feather River, and as usual, I commented in our app about the flow and whether it was good or not. That one was obvious, it's a river, but a lot of the sources are not obvious, like little streams and stuff that could be drying up. And for some reason, since I'm this far back in the Nobo bubble, people aren't commenting about water. So you'll get to a source and the last comment was 3 weeks ago and you don't know whether you can depend on it or not. And that can be kind of stressful, deciding how much water to carry. And so I've tried to comment on almost every single water source so that people have up-to-date data on the water sources. And so then when I got back to the trailhead, there were another couple hikers who got there kind of the same time, and we were introducing ourselves. And I said, my name is Skybird. And they said, Skybird? And I said, oh, do we know each other? And they said, no, we've been following your water comments for weeks. They're the only ones that we trust. And I feel pretty good about that. That means my water commenting work has gone appreciated. Here's a log that was already a blowdown and cut before the fire came through. I'm back in the burn. I had a nice break in the live trees, longer than I've had in a little while. I wonder when the next break will be. I just passed some weekend backpackers and they said, do you have gaiters to protect your legs? And I said, no. And they said, you're coming up on a lot of whitethorn. I said, oh yeah, my friend messaged me, said she went through it and got scratched up a bit. And they said, not a bit, torn to ribbons. So then I checked my messages from her, and she did actually say that the whitethorns are pretty nasty and that they scratched up her legs pretty badly. So we'll see what I come up on. I don't think they'll be torn to ribbons though. Even though the sun is setting and a beautiful little moon, I'm still hiking. One, because I'm in a burn and I don't want to camp under any of these trees that might fall down in the night. And two, I'm about to come to another camping ban. It's about 19 miles where there's no camping allowed, and I need to be able to get through all of that in a single day. And so I'm trying to stage myself close enough to it that I can do that. And it's not a true camping ban. You're allowed to camp there, but you have to have a bear can, which I got rid of that ages ago, and I am not getting it back. I've reached the camping spot that everyone in the comments said was really good. It's not because there's live trees, it's because the burnt dead trees are too far away from this nice meadow area. And it has a great view too. All right, so it's the end of the day now. I'm feeling still weak and undernourished and a little queasy and a little sore. But I took a lot of breaks today and made it pretty far, so I feel good about my trajectory. I feel like I'm increasing and getting better as the hours go on.